Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. So in today's class we are going to discuss about two more reactions of chemical properties of haloalkanes. With these two complete reactions we are going to complete the chemical properties of haloalkane. In the next video we will discuss about the chemical properties of haloarenes, which are also important for us. So now for the remaining chemical properties of haloarenes, there are two. One is elimination reactions in case of haloalkane, and the other one is reaction of haloalkane with metal. So first we will discuss about elimination reactions. So what is this elimination reactions? So elimination reaction in case of haloalkanes takes place when we treat haloalkane with alpha hydrogen. So elimination reactions is a process where we completely remove one or two atoms of a organic compound. So elimination reaction of this type is where we are treating haloalkane with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. So when we treat alcoholic potassium hydroxide with haloalkanes, especially with those haloalkanes which has alpha hydrogen atom. So what is this alpha hydrogen? Whenever you consider carbon atom attached to any functional group, carbon atoms of an organic compound attached to a functional group, let us say I have functional group X over here for this carbon attached. So halogen attached to a carbon atom, this is nothing but just halogenated carbon, and the carbon present next to it. The carbon present next to it is called alpha carbon, and the carbon present next to the alpha carbon is called beta, and this carbon is called gamma. Okay, so if there is hydrogen present attached to the alpha carbon, then this hydrogen is called alpha hydrogen. And this hydrogen is called alpha hydrogen. Hydrogen present to the beta carbon is called beta hydrogen. Hydrogen present to gamma carbon is called gamma hydrogen. Okay, so remember this. If you have a functional group attached to a carbon atom, then the next carbon atom attached to that will be called alpha, and the later will be beta, and then gamma, and then become delta. Okay, so these are the alpha, beta, gamma carbons of a given functional group involved hydrocarbon. So now, if in case you have a haloalkane which has a alpha hydrogen and those are treated with alcoholic KOH, we observe elimination reaction. So that is, let us say for an example, RCH2CH2X. So what I am going to do is, I am going to write this CH2 in a split manner like this, and I am going to write this also in a splitted manner, H, and X. So this is the given haloalkane. When this haloalkane is treated with alcoholic potassium hydroxide, remember it should be alcoholic. If you are using aqueous KOH, it gives a different reaction. Here we are using alcoholic KOH for elimination reaction. So what happens is, alcoholic KOH reacts with the ion of OH minus. This OH minus ion plucks off the alpha hydrogen. The OH minus ion plucks off the alpha hydrogen, which gets involved to convert double bonded with the neighboring carbon. So if you remove alpha hydrogen, the carbon bonded with hydrogen shifts its bond to the neighboring carbon atom which is attached with halogen. Resulting in the leaving group of halogen. Because halogen is a better leaving group, it leaves the site involving to form a carbon-carbon double bond. So this gives us alkene complex. So this gives us alkene hydrocarbon. So in general what we can say is, when we treat alcoholic potassium hydroxide with haloalkane which has alpha hydrogen, we get alkene complex. When we treat alcoholic KOH with haloalkanes of containing alpha hydrogen, we observe elimination reaction where we get alkene prepared. Okay, so for example, let us say CH3, CH, H, CH2, Cl. So this is propyl chloride treated with alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH, we get CH3, CH double bond CH2 plus HCl. The compound prepared here is propene. This is propene. So, if you have to define is when alpha hydrogenated haloalkane is treated with alcoholic KOH, we prepare alkene. So, this undergoes elimination reaction. Okay. So, now this is okay. It forms a haloalkene. Now, if I consider an example, let us say CH3, CH2, CH2, CHCl, CH3 treated with alcoholic KOH. So now this is again a haloalkane treated with alcoholic KOH, but if you observe here, we have two alpha carbon atoms, or we can say that we have more than one alpha hydrogen. So here we have one hydrogen and again we have a hydrogen over here. So we have two alpha hydrogen present on either side of the halogenated carbon. So it might result in giving us two products. One where the alpha hydrogen will be halogen will be reacting with the alpha hydrogen on the right side. In the other it will be reacting with the alpha hydrogen on the left side. So let us say CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH, CH3. This will be one product, and the other product will be CH3, CH2, CH2, CH double bond CH2. So this will be the other product. So one product where halogen is reacting with the alpha of left side, and the other case where halogen is reacting with the hydrogen of on the right side. So we have two products here. We have combination of two products. So in order to decide which product is particularly greater when compared to the product formation, Sedjoff, this German scientist called Sedjoff, whose name exactly was Zitsev, was called Sedjoff later. So he gave a rule stating that in order to find out the major product in an elimination reaction involving more than one alpha hydrogen. So if a haloalkane which has more than one alpha hydrogen is treated with alcoholic KOH, we result in getting two products. So the major product is one which has double bond attached to more number of branched carbons. So if a double bonded carbon has greater number of methyl or carbon atoms attached to it, then that type of compound should be considered as the major. So if you observe over here, we have two carbon atoms, two types of double bonds. In this case, we have this carbon double bond attached to those carbons which are attached to at least one other carbon atoms. So here double bonded carbons are attached to one more carbon atoms at least. Whereas in this case, one carbon is attached to other carbon of the double bond, but the other carbon involved in a double bond is not attached to any other carbon atom. So Sedjoff will say that if you have to consider a major product during an elimination reaction of a multiple alpha hydrogen haloalkane, then one type of product is considered major where double bonded carbons are attached to more carbon atoms. So if the double bonded carbon are attached to more the number of carbon atoms, then that particular product is considered to be major. So therefore in this condition we consider this product as major, that is pent-2-ene, which is around 89% of the total product formed composition. So pent-2-ene is the major compound which is formed for about 89%. Okay, so this is about elimination reactions of haloalkane. Next, we will discuss about reaction of haloalkane with metals. Now, for the reaction of haloalkane with metals, haloalkanes react with metal to form a specific type of bond which involves carbon and metal bond. Haloalkanes, so that is the third process, that is reaction with metals. Reaction with metals. So when haloalkanes are treated with metal, it gives two types of products. One in which it forms a metal and carbon bond, and the other one we get a compound where we observe multiple carbon bond included for a given carbon atom. We'll discuss that later. First, for a primary, where we get bond of organometallic bonds. Organometallic bonds, here when reacted with metals we get organometallic bonds. So this happens when we use limited supply of haloalkane with a metal. So for example, let us say we are treating haloalkane Rx with a metal M. So when haloalkane are treated with a metal M in presence of dry ether, what it does is it forms an covalent bond between carbon of the alkane group and the metal. It forms a covalent bond of carbon and metal, and it also forms an ionic bond of metal and halide. It also forms ionic bond of metal and halide. So this type of compound or bonds are called organometallic bonds. This particular bond is called organometallic bond. Okay, so when alkyl halides are treated with metals in the presence of dry ether, it forms a compound which has a covalent bond between a carbon of alkane and metal and ionic bond between metal and halide group. So this type of compounds are called organometallic bonds. So this type of bond was not usually observed in case of whenever the other reactions of carbon. So therefore, a scientist named Grignard formed a compound which acts as a good hydrolyzing agent, where he found that when we treat an alkyl halide with magnesium, in presence of dry ether, it forms alkyl magnesium bond or organomagnesium bond called RMgX, where the bond of RMg, even though it is covalent, it has a polar nature of delta minus on carbon and delta plus on magnesium, and further magnesium and halides form a ionic bond. Okay, so this type of bond, this type of compound was useful for synthesis of higher alkane from a different haloalkyl group, alcohol groups. So now we have several other properties or uses of this alkyl magnesium halide group, which is also called as Grignard reagent. So this RMgX compound is also called as Grignard reagent. So this Grignard reagent is a very active kind of a group. So what happens is, whenever we subject a nucleophile or whenever we treat a nucleophile with RMgX, we get nucleophile get attached to the magnesium compound. Like for example, if I treat OH minus or H2, this OH minus to this alkyl magnesium halide, that is Grignard reagent, it forms R minus ion along with MgOHX. So the extent of its activity is such high because it can react with water molecule also. That is, even the weakest neutral OH minus ions of water molecule can react with RMgX to form this type of a product. So therefore, this alkyl magnesium halide is very reactive and it has a very huge uses for certain synthesis of compounds. Okay, so this is about a reaction of a haloalkane with metal. We have one more reaction where a scientist named Woods found out that when we treat haloalkane with sodium metal, when we treat excess haloalkane with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, when we treat haloalkane with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, we generate a alkane compound which has double the number of carbon atoms when compared to its parent reactant. That is, we generate R-R bond with loss of sodium halide. This reaction is called Woods reaction. So Woods reaction is nothing but the preparation of alkane which is having double the number of carbon atoms when compared to its parent reactant, that is haloalkane when treated with sodium atom, in presence of dry ether, it forms alkane which has more than double the number of carbon atoms when compared to the parent reactant. So this is about the reactions of haloalkanes with metals. So in the first one we observe reaction of metal with forming a Grignard reagent, or which is nothing but the organometallic reagent. It also formed alkyl lithium halide also. So they have certain uses where they act as a nucleophile, where it gives R minus compounds for us, which can be used for reacting higher alkane compounds. And in the second one, that is the Woods reaction. This is the reaction where we prepare higher alkanes from lower alkyl members. So we treat alkyl halide. For example, let us consider an example for these two. For R MgX, CH3Cl plus Mg. CH3Cl plus Mg gives us CH3MgCl. So this is methyl magnesium chloride. Methyl magnesium chloride. Whereas if you treat CH3Cl with Na in the presence of dry ether, we get CH3 plus 2NaCl. So these are the examples for our reaction of haloalkane with metals. Okay, so this is about the reactions of haloalkanes, which involves nucleophilic reactions, which I have discussed for about 3 to 4 videos, and then we have discussing this reaction of metals, reaction with metals, and elimination reaction. I hope you have understood these all reactions. In the next class, we are going to discuss about reactions of or chemical properties of haloarenes, which has several different kind of varieties. So we'll discuss this in the next class. If you have understood this video, please subscribe to my channel and like if you understood, and thank you for watching.